Hello and welcome to Insights Live. I'm Rebecca Selby and I'm very pleased to be joined by none other than John Hiraoka, Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer for Epicor. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing great.
Are you
None
enjoying...
other than.
None other than the one and only. How are you enjoying Insights?
Oh, it's great. It's a fabulous. The energy here is unbelievable. I mean, it always is, but this year more than ever.
I agree. You know, one of the main exciting things that we saw were the keynote addresses. And during Joe's keynote, he talked about raising the game. Can you speak to that a little bit? What are we doing at Epicor to raise the game?
Well, I think that one of the biggest things we're doing is really coming back to focus on customers. We think customer engagement is one of the most important things that we can do, building a better customer experience across the board. Our customers need to do that with their customers. So a lot of what we're doing is really focusing on the industries that we're committed to, on the products that we're committed to in those industries, and delivering the best technology to enable a better customer experience for our customers and for them being able to do it for their customers as well.
So then I'd say that we're also raising the game through innovation. So how are we driving innovation in the industries that we serve?
Well, a lot of it comes through technology. We think technology enablement today is really a key to innovation. You know, companies today need to be more productive. You know, they have to look at different methods so that they compete globally, so that they can compete against new competition that's evolving. So one of the ways companies are able to increase productivity is through innovation, and a lot of that innovation is being driven through technology. So one of the things that we're doing is really focusing on technology that really does help enable customers to deliver better value to their customers, to enable them to be more productive in their supply chains, to be able to interact better with their partners. So we're focusing on picking the technologies that are going to help our customers deliver more value.
You know, Epicor is a leader when it comes to driving innovation. Can you tell me what are some of the key trends that are influencing the software market?
Well, there are several, but let me talk about a couple that I think are key. First, mobile. I mean, everything today is mobile. So connecting devices, being able to allow people to be able to use the device of their choice is something that's making a huge difference in terms of the usability of the software and the products that we deliver. So that's a key trend. Cloud is big. Information is just exploding, the amount of information that's out there, but it's really taking that information and using it to drive value. So one of the ways that we're able to leverage that, and we believe our customers are able to leverage it, is to be able to use the cloud to do that. Allows them to scale better inside of how they're managing information overall in their business without having to invest in costly infrastructure. Social, we think, is huge. We think that that's going to play significantly in terms of how customers are able to innovate, connect better with their customers. And this isn't just about Facebook or LinkedIn, it's really how you tie that back into the overall business processes. And then, as I talked about earlier, building a better customer experience, better customer engagement, and using all of those tools so that people can get closer to their customers.
Now, you talked about mobility and connectivity. Can you tell me what the technology drivers are that are enabling businesses to be more connected?
Well, I think one of the things is we look at, you know, what's today called the Internet of Things. More and more devices are smart devices. They have sensors in them. They're able to broadcast. They're able to send information wirelessly. And it's how you now can take that information and do things more in real time. You know, if you look back historically, a lot of information was taken off of paper, it was keyed into system, it was aggregated, and then it was sent back. We want that to be really the last way information is communicated. We want to take information in real time and deliver it to the people wherever they are so that they can make decisions about the business, particularly potentially make predictive decisions about the business. We think the whole movement in what's called the consumerization of IT, that it isn't just something that's held within the technology groups inside of companies, but what people have learned about using devices overall, the ability to actually navigate on devices, the ability to use search, to use social, are things that, if you think about it, we always had to teach people everything about how to use our systems from the ground up, literally from logging on. Today, everyone knows how to use search. Everybody knows how to navigate across, you know, collaborative sites. So we're able to now leverage that to make our systems that much more usable. So that's driving a lot of innovation, we think a lot of value to companies.
Can I ask you about Epicor ERP version 10? How is that supporting this innovation, the connectivity, the social, the mobility?
Well, we think 10 is a game changer. You know, when you look at really the key themes of that, it's about performance, it's about usability. Speed and agility in business today are significant differentiators for companies. So the ability to get at that information faster, but not have to go through a huge number of cycles to get it, to be able to search, for example, across your enterprise, to be able to tag information so it actually becomes responsive back to you. That's what Epicor 10 was built around. So one of the other things is really the side that it actually leverages the cloud. It's designed to provide freedom of choice to companies so that they can deploy on-premise, they can deploy virtually in the cloud, they could have a mixed environment. And we think that that's a key differentiator in systems today, because as companies evolve and grow, how they're actually going to use systems as they deploy and grow into emerging markets or new geographies, they don't want to necessarily deal with infrastructure. So that ability to have that freedom of choice, we think, is game-changing in the industry.
What sort of feedback are you getting from customers?
So far, it's been incredibly positive. Speaking specifically about Epicor 10, this is one of the most stringent releases we've gone through in terms of collaborating and working with customers. We engaged a broad set of customers in the beta program, so it wasn't just selective to, for example, North America or to a certain kind of manufacturer, distributor, or financial organization. We had a broad cross-section, small and large, and the feedback across the board is very, very positive. Not just about performance, not just about simplicity or ease of use, but the ability to connect devices in, the ability to better utilize all of the devices that they have either in their shop floor or across their supply chain. So the feedback has been very positive. And let me just comment in the other areas, our retail business, in terms of some of the products that we released there, focused on CRM, again focused on being able to do mobile point of sale. Very, very positive feedback there from the customers as well. And what, I was just speaking with a customer at lunch, and one of the last things that they told me is that the presence here of our employees, of our partners, and to engage with customers, take feedback, and how we've incorporated it into our products, they said, the difference is night and day when they look back at the company, 3, 4, and 5 years ago. So I think it's significant, the changes we're making and the value it's going to provide to customers.
That's fantastic. It sounds like Epicor's on the right track.
We hope so.
Do you have any closing remarks you'd like to share?
What I'd like to say is that, when we think about a conference like this, we think that one of the things that really differentiates companies is how close they get to the customers. And we put this conference on here. We do call it Global Insights, but now we go out and follow this up with events that we're going to do throughout EMEA, throughout Asia Pacific, et cetera. We're going to do launch events there, and all of this is really about connecting and getting closer to our customers, and then how that's going to drive the next generation of products we release. So we're really excited about that.
Thank you so much for sitting down. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Rebecca.
If you have any questions about what John's talked about today, go ahead and visit epicor.com.